Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. So, last night was the event, Not Scary Farm 50, Nightmares Revealed, where they announced the entire new lineup of mazes, scare zones, and shows at Not Scary Farm 2023. So, let's run through all of them. That way you don't have to watch an entire hour live stream. So first up, we have Room 13. This is a very interesting one that I'm really invested in because it's connected to the whole Goring 20s lore, I guess, with the Devil's Elixir, and it takes place in a hotel, and there's all these people drinking the Devil's Elixir and are going crazy. But I'll let the man who designed it explain it for you guys. So here you go.
A dangerously addictive new cocktail named the Devil's Elixir lies at the blood-red heart of the Blind Tiger murders. But where did it come from? Check into the extravagant Argive Hotel where you may find the answers. Or you may not be found at all.
So we're taking the story that we've had in the Goring 20s, we're continuing that on inside a brand new maze, Room 13, and I'm incredibly excited for all of our guests to come and see it. You finally get a chance to go behind the scenes and kind of see where the Devil's Elixir came from. Now, the Argive Hotel is a beautiful Art Deco hotel. You'll notice that, although beautiful, that there has been something sinister and something terrible that's happened, and that's all caused by this Devil's Elixir. So I'm incredibly excited to be able to dive in and see a little bit more of the Blind Tiger and the origin stories of the Devil's Elixir.
Next up, for the next maze, we have Cinema Slasher. This is the one I am most excited for out of this latest lineup. And this is very unique, very different. It's not a movie theater. Like, you go into a movie theater, but then it's like you go into the screen. So now you're like part of these horror movies, and you have to escape from these monsters. It's very cool, very unique. And I actually got to meet the co-designer for that maze, so it's right there. That was really cool. He's a very nice guy. And yeah, I'll let him explain it. Daniel, take it away.
Filled flick at the Midnight Theater, but you may find yourself in a starring role. Venture through the screen itself and into the movie worlds of the Cinema Slasher. Will you make it to the sequel or wind up another victim of the Midnight Theater? Shh! The movie's starting, and it's going to be a killer one.
The journey begins in a condemned theater. We walk into an auditorium and walk through the screen and right into the middle of the film. And you yourself become a star in this film, being chased by our masked slasher.
You're going to see an homage to all these mazes from the past. We have an homage to Slaughterhouse, to Trick or Treat, as well as Camp Gonna Get Ya. The Cinema Slasher Killer is based off of one of our old dark ride overlays, Slasher of the Dark. All these things we're tying into this haunted movie theater as an homage to the 50th, because we are going back to these attractions and using them as theme pieces throughout the maze.
Through the trio of terror that we created, 3 different films, you're going to see these horrific images and scenes. What you see on the screen is what you're going to be walking into. When you walk in, he's going to turn his focus to you, and you are going to become a part of this film.
Next up, we have the Chilling Chambers. Now, the Chilling Chambers is a very nostalgic-based maze, I guess, where it's apparently like a tribute to all of the different Not Scary Farm mazes over the years, and they like have references to like a bunch of them throughout. It's basically full of references, and apparently this was the first maze ever at Not Scary Farm back in 1977. This was on the first lineup. So obviously this is the modern revamped version with Easter eggs and stuff, but it's very cool. Yeah, let's let the developers and the creators explain it for you.
We're dredging up the horrors of the past in the ultimate Knott's Scary Farm 50th Anniversary Tribute Maze, the Chilling Chambers. Guests will enter this towering, beautiful Gothic cathedral, a breathtaking shrine that houses all of these various chambers. Each one of them are a tribute to Knott's Scary Farm's past. The caretaker of these various chambers is a new character we have created named the Keeper, and he's just opened the door to let us in.
This maze is so chock full of Easter eggs. Every tombstone, every engraving, it all means something. It's all part of our history. This maze is a love letter to us all. We who created, you the fans. Everyone who has experienced Knotts over the last 50 years, this maze is for you.
Okay, now that we're done with mazes, let's go on to scare zones. For scare zones, we have the Gauntlet. We only have one new one, and it's better than no new ones. And it's very cool. It's medieval themed, and this is going to be taking place of the Hollow. So it's going to be in Camp Snoopy. I love, haunted medieval stuff. It's very interesting, intriguing to me. So I can't wait to step into that, but I'll let Jeff Tucker explain that one for you.
The Gauntlet returns! This classic scare zone returns to put the evil in medieval. Live out your wildest fantasies in this ghost from the past as the Gauntlet returns.
Okay, shows. For shows, we have Dr. Cleaver Returns. And this is some magic show or something. But where they have like the saw and they cut people in half, that magic trick. I believe that's what this is. Yeah, let's roll the clip.
Dr. Cleaver returns. The classic Dr. Cleaver show is back for more mayhem and more madness. Join the demented doctor and his assistant for a journey into the outer reaches of the human mind.
This next show's very unique. It is called Music, Monsters, and Mayhem. It's a musical at Knott's Scary Farm. Very unique, very different from what you'd expect there, but apparently it's actually happening. I don't know. Here you go.
Knott's Scary Farm's brand new 50th anniversary musical tribute spectacular, Music, Monsters, and Mayhem. It will be performing 3 times a night at the Walter Knott Theater. This production will take you on a sexy, scintillating, and provocative musical journey, celebrating 50 years of terror, frights, and laughter. It's based upon some of your favorite mazes and entertainment offerings throughout the past 50 years. We'll take you from the dark and ominous streets of Calico to the frightening and terror-filled doll factory and to the fiery depths of hell itself.
Yeah!
This is a high-energy stage show which features high-octane choreography, a rockin' musical score, and hosts a cast of 24 singers, dancers, and comedians that will get your heart pounding and screaming in delight.
Okay, so will there be any mazes that are going bye-bye? Last year we had Dark Ride and Pumpkin Eater. The year before we had Paranormal. This year, what's the deal? So, Dark Entities is entering its final season at Knott's Scary Farm this year in 2023. After this year, it is gone. And that's kind of sad because I really liked that maze. It was one of those ones that no one cared about. Like, you could literally walk right into it and, like, there was zero wait. So, and it was really well done. It was really cool. I really liked it. So, I'm sad to see it go, but I guess, who knows, what will take its place. But I'm very happy with this new maze lineup. It's way more exciting than last year's. the Grimoire and Bloodline kind of were like, I don't know, they just weren't that exciting or thrilling to me, especially Grimoire. I was like, this isn't scary, right? I was like, what is going on? But Cinema Slasher is like great, amazing, very well designed. I got to see concept art when I went to meet Daniel Miller, the co-designer of that maze. So he had a board with all his concept art, and it looks absolutely incredible. Same with Room 13. I really am excited to see how that's going to play out, and where that maze is even going to be. That's, I don't know, to me, that's another one that's very Knott's Scary Farm-like and tied to the story of Goring 20s. I'm really excited. And Chilling Chambers obviously will be cool because it's a tribute to everything that has come. And it's brought back, right? It's the first one ever. So that's really cool. Yeah, but as sad as I am to see Dark Entities go, I feel like these other three are just definitely going to be better. So, yeah. So, the next one is a surprise show that they announced at the end of the panel, I guess. The Hanging is returning. That's very exciting. Everyone was excited. I'll play that video here of the reaction.
There's no introduction. The Hanging Uncanceled is offensive, violent, and back to piss off anyone without a sense of humor.
Yeah, so The Hanging is, I started going to Scary Farm, my first year was 2021. So I'm relatively new. I'm 2 years in. So I never saw The Hanging, but I used to watch videos of Scary Farm on YouTube before I had the guts to go, like when I was on the younger end, like when I was like 10, 11. Yeah, so I watched that one. I really liked it. It's really cool. And I like how Jeff Tucker was like, if you don't have a sense of humor, right, then prepare yourself, right? Because it's funny. It's funny. Like, it's just jokes. But he's like, it'll be offensive and violent. That's great. I don't normally go to the shows at Scary Farm. I don't. But this will be one time where I think I might, because it just seems intriguing to me, for sure. So that was all the new things, and then obviously Dark Entities has its final year this year, but all the other stuff is returning. Dark Entities is the only one that's gonna be saying bye-bye this year. So make sure you go to Dark Entities this year. Yeah, but don't worry. All the other stuff, like the depths and all of that, is still there. They didn't secretly take away any of those. The only thing they secretly took away was Puppet Up. I don't think they said that it was the last year of Puppet Up last year. Perhaps, but I don't remember that. So I think they just kind of secretly took that one out. But yeah, it's an amazing lineup. I'm super excited. I'll keep you posted if there's anything else I can cover. But yeah, until then, see you in the next video. Goodbye.